Greetings, all you maniacs and minds on our crimes, and today I just want to talk about Khoras again because recently she got buffed. Now her stat sticks can use Blood Rush. You know what that means. Red crits. Holy crap. So, my stat stick is my Paracesis simply because why not? And here is the build. So, Sacrificial Steel and Sacrificial Pressure are here because, damage and crit chance. So I have over 100% crit chance. I know they're not maxed, but I would have to form of this thing again. And I would have to dump a lot of credits and endo in here that I just don't have. Well, technically I do have the endo and sculptures because I have like 13 Ainsa sculptures. Sorties, stop. Anyway, so this is a viral setup. I'm going to actually quickly switch to corrosive, just for damage numbers, really. And I'm going to be hitting high-level corrupted heavy gunners anyway. So, the viral build will work very well. I have Gladiator Might here for critical damage and also the critical chance per multiplier. Also, I'm going to be using Nariman. Now, Nariman has this, which is super duper helpful, and also Void Stalker. Void Stalker is going to help me get red crits a lot faster. Now, I know for a fact I can get red crits with this setup. So, even without Nariman. So I'm going to spawn in 20 Corrupted Heavy Gunners, level 130. I hate how I have to do this, and I can't just, spawn more. It's a little annoying, but whatever. Alright, so now the combo counter actually affects it. So if you have a stat stick that you can use like a real melee weapon and it's just not relegated to a stat stick, you can do that and then you'll get your red crits. Anyway, I'm already getting orange. So let's actually use Void Stalker. Yep. Also the Gladiator set bonus. If you have even more Gladiator mods than I do, I could probably squeeze on more Gladiator mods onto Khoras. But look at this damage, even just at orange crits. Now, I have to respawn the enemies, and at like 8x multiplier, I will start to see red crits. Or is it 9? I think it's 8 or 9, somewhere around there. Did Khoras need this buff? No. Am I glad it exists? Yeah. Because good holy fuck. And yes, I know I'm using my 2 to make them. There's the orange. There's the red crits. I know I'm wrapping the enemies up, and they're taking even more damage from her 1. I know that for a fact, but I'm doing that just so they don't get staggered around. So 3 hits at orange crit territory at 9x multiplier. Nearly 2 hits for that batch. So yeah, you could see in a long ass survival mission, you're gonna see nothing but red crits after a while. Was that 100,000 damage or more? So I discovered this thanks to Grindhard Squad, and he was hitting like a couple million damage. I'm probably hitting around there as well. I just can't see because there's so many numbers on screen. Yeah, those are hundreds of thousands of damage. This shit is nuts, okay? Venari. Man, stupid cat bitch got in the way. I didn't even know that was a thing that could happen. Apparently Venari can cock block your whip. You could also put on Drifting Contact. Also, I don't have as much damage as he was pushing out because I don't have Weeping Wounds. Yes, I don't have Weeping Wounds. Surprise, surprise, I don't have something. Okay, 12x multiplier, I'm hitting nothing but red. But I mean, 12x doesn't last for very long because decay. So what I can do to supplement that, I can just use Void Stalker again. Nothing but red, basically. Plus the Gladiator set. Look at this. We did not need this, DE, but goddamn, I am glad that this exists. I can practically one-shot these guys. If I had more critical damage, if I had more base damage, if the sacrificial mods were actually maxed out, I could probably one-shot them. So let's quickly go back to the viral build, and I'll do all this again. And I will skip ahead, so you don't have to watch me just whip the enemies over and over again. I even did one more thing. Put on Gladiator Resolve. I know it's not a big boost, but I really don't want to change anything here. Okay, I think I'm just about there. Only red crits. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. This is nuts amount of damage. And if I get a slash proc, which I could probably force if I put on slash mods, and a viral proc, it's gonna one shot. Like, it's just. I think corrosive is better for this kind of setup. And also in normal missions, you really won't see orange crits and red crits if you're just doing like an exterminate or something. But I mean, now I'm just getting nothing but red because the Gladiator set pushed me above 300% critical chance. Yeah. Absolutely dumb amounts of damage. I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. It's so good. Like, it is just. I usually keep the viral setup on because it's universal. Anyway. That is fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic. I love that this is a thing. God damn, this is so good. It's like I said, you're really in. If you're not doing a long survival mission, you're not going to see these numbers. You're not going to see red and orange crits. You're not going to see hundreds of thousands of damage. But if you are doing that, then you will. Also, let me say something. The stats of your stat stick, like all this stuff, it don't matter. It's what the mods is what matters. I'm using the Paracesis just because it has extra capacity. So I guess technically I could use my Kuva hammer, but I don't feel like doing that. Either case, this is great. I don't know why Khora needed these buffs. I'm going to go right back to Zenorix so I don't forget. Oh, by the way, if you have a Smita and they give you the crit buffs, you're only going to see orange crits even if you're red critting, which is a bit of a problem. If you have an Ardazva Kavat, you will, get the 60% additive after. The Smita Kavat's buff is a bit different. It just gives you flat 200%. It doesn't add on to anything. If it added on, that'd be nuts, because that would mean you would have like over 500% critical chance, which means red crits that are disgusting, beyond disgusting. I don't even think that's possible. What is the highest critical chance you could possibly get? Harrow? Maybe. I guess technically a Vigilante set would boost it to 400%. Anyway, it's a lot of math and numbers, but now Khora's whip is even more damaging than it once was. Me personally, I don't think this buff needed to exist. I really did not think that we needed Khora's whip to utilize Blood Rush. But I'm glad it is, because seeing those red and orange numbers are great, and seeing enemies just get obliterated is absolutely fantastic. I mean, her whip already did that with accumulating whipclaw and a good stat stake. It already did that, like, no problem. It would just, like 4 or 5 shot really high level enemies. But now, like, 2 shots them, so that's craziness. And I love it. I absolutely fucking love it. So, again, here's my stat stick. Of course, I gotta, finish these off, because then I would get even more damage and critical chance. 250% critical chance is insane. So, all this being said, I really do love Khora. And now she's even better. I don't know why she needed this, but she did. Still wish you could mod her whip directly and not have to use a stat stick, because I'm tuned to use melee when enemies get close. And using a stat stick like this as an actual melee weapon just does not work. You don't have any range, any speed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, and thank you guys so much for watching. And remember, in Trophy, we trust.